had always dreamed of adventure, but I never expected it to come in the form of an interstellar abduction. One moment I was fixing my car in my garage, and the next I was bathed in a strange green light. My body felt weightless, my vision blurred, and then, darkness. When I awoke, I was in a grand chamber. The walls shimmered with bioluminescent veins, casting an eerie yet beautiful glow. Strange, floating creatures drifted through the air like jellyfish, illuminating the high ceilings. And before me, seated on a crystalline throne, was the most mesmerizing being I had ever seen. She was tall, statuesque, and inhumanly beautiful. Her iridescent skin shifted between shades of deep violet and shimmering silver. Her eyes large and luminescent with swirling galaxies inside. A crown of what looked like living metal pulsed on her head. She regarded me with a gaze both fierce and awestruck. "You have returned to me," she said, her voice like a melody humming through my bones. "My long-lost king." Blink. "I think there's been a mistake." The chamber erupted into hushed whispers. Alien figures in ceremonial robes stared at me with reverence, and armored guards, who looked like a fusion of insect and machine, gripped their staffs tightly. "No mistake," the queen declared, standing from her throne. "You are Valthur, my bonded mate, lost to the void cycles ago. And now you have returned to rule beside me." I swallowed hard. I'm just a guy from Earth. My name is Daniel Carter. I don't think I'm your." She stepped forward, closing the distance between us in a heartbeat. The air shimmered around her, and she raised a hand, pressing it against my chest. A surge of warmth spread through me, and suddenly, images flooded my mind, memories that weren't mine. Battles fought in the name of a kingdom. A love sworn beneath twin moons. A betrayal that led to my supposed demise. I gasped and staggered back. What was that?" "Proof," she whispered. "Your soul remembers, even if your mind does not." I didn't know what to believe. This was insane. And yet deep inside me something stirred. A recognition. Longing. Then she spoke the words that sealed my fate. "You must marry me, as is our bond, or the kingdom will fall into chaos." The marriage ultimatum. The next few hours were a blur. I was escorted through the vast, organic cityscape of her world, Zyretha. Towers grew like crystals from the ground, and ships resembling silver mantas soared overhead. Every being we passed bowed in my direction, whispering my supposed name, Valthur. I tried to argue, to resist, but Queen Zyrella was patient. "Your absence has left my rule contested," she explained as we stood atop a floating balcony, overlooking the world. "Our enemies grow bolder. If you refuse the bond, they will see it as weakness. A coup is inevitable." I ran a hand through my hair. "This is crazy. I don't even know you. But you did once. And we can know each other again." Her golden eyes searched mine, and for a moment I saw something beyond duty, a quiet, desperate hope. And damn it, something in me wanted to believe her. A wedding like no other. In less than a day, the city erupted into celebration. Massive banners were raised, displaying my face alongside Zyrella's. Bioluminescent flora released spores that shimmered like falling stars. The air vibrated with a music I felt in my very cells. I was dressed in regal attire, a tunic that shifted colors with my movement, an obsidian sash inscribed with symbols I somehow understood. The ceremony took place in the Temple of the Stars. Before thousands of onlookers, Zyrella and I stood beneath an ancient celestial arch. "Do you accept the bond, Valthur?" she asked, her voice softer than before. I looked at her, the powerful queen, the woman who believed in me, who needed me, took a breath. And then to my own shock I said, I do. She smiled, and the stars above us pulsed in response. A wave of energy enveloped us, sealing our union. The crowd roared in joy. And just like that I became a king. The attack. The honeymoon phase lasted all of 2 hours. During the reception, alarms blared through the palace. A swarm of dark, spiked ships tore through the sky. The Zyrethan guard scrambled into action, but it was clear, they were already outmatched. Zarella turned to me. They've come to challenge our rule. Before I could process what was happening, an explosion rocked the palace. Shadows surged through the halls, warriors clad in obsidian armor, eyes glowing with malice. Instinct took over. Without thinking, I grabbed a fallen soldier's weapon, a staff that crackled with energy, and swung it at an attacker. The weapon pulsed, and a shockwave sent the enemy flying. Zarella fought beside me, moving like a tempest, her twin blades cutting through foes with precision. I stayed close, blocking strikes, countering attacks. And as I fought, something within me clicked. Muscle memory took over. My body knew these movements. I had been here before. I was Valthar. And I wasn't about to let my kingdom fall. A king's reckoning. The battle raged through the city, but we pushed them back. When the last enemy fell, the Zyrethans erupted into victorious cheers. Breathing heavily, I turned to Zarella. Guess I really was a king, huh? She gave me a tired but proud smile. Yes, my love. And now we rebuild together. I took her hand. For the first time it didn't feel strange. Maybe I wasn't just Daniel Carter from Earth anymore. Maybe I was Valthar, king of Zyretha. And I was ready to embrace my destiny.